Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation2. Alright, the third competition has started. We worked really hard to climb from 11th positions to first, and I got, of course, the headquarter promotion I'm going to share with you later on. Alright, can see here we all start with really poor positioning of 11th, and now I'm going to climb slowly using all the EP head start, of course. Let's see how well we propel ourselves after the EP head start. Alright, so 11th to 5th. Alright, so got a few more ranks to work on before we reach first, but as usual, it all depends on luck, on whether you have those items that are requested. But more importantly right now is how to I move forward, given the fact that factories are all filled to the brim. You can see every single factory is filled to the brim, and of course the warehouse is full as well, and I have all the trains with items in them. So this is really tough. Let's see how we move around, make sure we can proceed further. Alright, so at least a bit of items seems to be able to deliver from there, and I'm going to release another train to do it once at a time. So then of course I'm going to activate the part-time dispatcher later on. That will help me so-called proceed slightly. And let's see. Alright, we can remove another one. Oh, this is very painful. Yeah, you can avoid this if you have huge warehouses, alright? So, but unfortunately, I started using the 5 building technique really late, so my warehouse is very tiny. But that doesn't stop me from winning. So do not be discouraged if you have a really tiny warehouse like mine. Make sure you use your warehouse to the fullest. And of course using all those factories as your interim warehousing as well. As always explained, once you store the production by having the output tray all filled up, whatever you put in the input tray would act as your warehouse, okay? And you can get back the items by cancelling that order. Alright, so now I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna get that saw blade out, because we need a good number of saw blades, and I have tons and tons of the event items. Is just one out of the three customers requests, unfortunately, and they're asking for non-event items. I do have them. It's just the fact that I can't bring them out right now. It's just too full. We really have to learn to maneuver out of this sticky situation. So let me try a few more times, okay? Right, a bit more to go, and I'm gonna see how best I can put in. I think I'm gonna put in this steel later on. As of now, let's see whether there are things that we can bin away, so as to free up some space. Probably the timber. Yeah, timber will go, and hopefully that free up some space. Okay, we collect this iron powder, and we can put in that saw blade again. As I mentioned, saw blade is required, so I'm going to make sure I shift it in front. Alright, so that should allows me. Alright, so unfortunately warehouse is full. I just need another 100 space. I can convert one of the slots to making using the plastics, which is instead of 100 fuel, we need 200 for the pan. So let's see how you work that out later on. Of course, I can bin away the customer's request, but I already have that item, so I do not want to waste that opportunity since I could deliver them. Let's see how we can work this out. Alright, good. We shall bring that in, and we free up another 100 space. Saw blades are limited quantity at this juncture. Alright, let's see what we get. Something good. Alright, so now fast forward, free up that deadlock, and we managed to proceed further. As we move along, we managed to climb to the top spot, just slightly above the second position by a very small gap there. I'll create a extra large gap in order to secure my first place, but it all depends on luck, as I mentioned. But it seems like now we have cleared up some of the warehouse spaces. It just seems things get smoother. Right, they are asking for event items. this is always the case. They will be always asking event items. So I hope you understand the fact that event items, you need to build a huge inventory for it. Alright, so you can see I just completed that factory or company headquarters, ranked up and collected that good number of gold parts. And of course, whether I want to save them up in the next region, probably. The fact that we already have an 80 capacity train, I do not want to waste those gold parts unnecessarily. I'm going to save up to the next region. I'm going to level up one of those event trains when I receive it then to all the way 80. So I'm saving it up. At the same time, I'm also saving up those metal keys, really 1,100 plus. Probably good to have at least 5,000 or so before you shift to the next region. So I'm not going to spend any single key right now. I'm just going to save up every single key we have, be it from the event or be it from the leveling up itself. I'm going to save up every single one of them. And of course, as of now, I'm not going to change the rare train. I'm going to save up for the epic, as I mentioned earlier. Always good to collect your trains in the chronological order. Legendary first, followed by epic, then rare, and last but not least, common. Before you decide to change for the common, make sure you have sufficient for the special building. Otherwise, special building should come first in terms of priority compared to the common train. Bear in mind, your building follows you throughout the region, across region I would say, but your trains were stuck in the last region that you leave behind. So make sure priority in terms of building over train. Alright, so that's how you work out. Alright, so I'm going to collect and send all this. Things get easier as we proceed further. Alright, so I hope you having good luck, and this competition is the third one. Got 5 more to go. Really a long event, I must say. But anyways, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe if not.